lost the plot, guys, but honestly fans have always been off of the plot, so this is nothing necessarily new. But in this video, it seems like a compilation of crazy fans of streamers, so different instances of these fans doing debaucherous crazy stuff to streamers, starting with a astronomically terrible one. Wait for 20 seconds. Okay, there we go. Now we can play it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into the debauchery, shall we?
He loves you.
Hi.
What things? You guys wanna sleep with me?
You want some head? You want some head?
That last one, I think he literally meant sleep with them, not like sex kind of thing, but they definitely misread that.
Yeah.
Mind you, all these people are supposed to be fans of these streamers, yet they're acting like complete weirdos. After the entire Emerald incident, it got me.
That is what a fan is. What are you talking about? Literally, the short term of fan, the word is fanatic. When you say fanatic, doesn't it sound so much more crazy? Doesn't it sound insane when you say fanatic? That's why they shortened it to fan.
Very curious to see more fan interactions with these streamers, because you would think meeting somebody online that you found that maybe inspired you, helped you through a hard time,
Hey, let that sink in. When you say you are a fan of something, you're saying you are a fanatic of it. You don't want to be a fanatic of another person. That's like idolizing. It's taking it too far. You could be appreciative, have admiration for what they do, and it could help you develop yourself to be better. But if you are treating them like they are a god, you are lost. Literally.
treat them right, and even be a little bit nervous to do anything weird to them. That's probably what I would think, but it seems like a bunch of people just overstep bounds consistently when they are fans of these people. And you'd be hard pressed to not point the finger at least a little bit at some of these streamers for how they encourage some of their fans to act. Not in the SA type of way. I'm not Dan Clancy. I don't believe that anybody could build a community that would encourage something like that. But I want to yap too much, so let's look at the first clip, which happened with Your Rage at a party.
Hey, bro.
This man move, bro. When I tell you, you can feel the heart stop when he moved off of that. Pause. Look at this shit. Lazo. The boy's heart stopped. I didn't blow it out.
Fans, I'm gonna be using that word real loosely here, like this.
You see how uncomfortable that girl got, bro? I'm telling you, ladies, they be lying all like gay best friend, gay, blah, blah, blah. They are the most hateful towards gay because it's so antithetical how their brain views men. It disturbs them naturally more than it disturbs guys that are disturbed by it. I promise you. You know how you know? The number one diss they try to put on a dude whenever they want to diss him is what? Calling a nigga gay. And sometimes they would have a gay best friend while they do it. It's crazy.
This make no real sense to me. I don't know what would cause you to go up to somebody and try to throw it back on them, especially a person you don't know and only truly know through the internet. Like, really?
Nigga, what do you mean? Especially if it's a guy. What are you talking about? Those freaking brush over the elephant in the room. That was a whole ass 7-foot nigga trying to grind up on your rage, bro. That's the issue.
Think about that. I'm a big fan of Ye. If I just saw Ye walking around Walmart and decided, hey, I want to dap him up, get a picture, and no point in my mind I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna dap him up while I'm getting this picture and I'm gonna throw it back on him, because that would be weird. But for some reason in the game of streaming, fans see this and think that this is going to be a good interaction, not because it's just going to be something funny to talk about, but because they're streaming and people are going to clip this and they think that's going to be a good moment for them, which in my mind makes no real sense. But I've also been seeing people defend actions like this, so I had to get somebody else to give their opinion on this clip to make sure I'm not going crazy. The person I got was Nizzy Hype Talks, so you can understand that it's not just me feeling this way.
See, a lot of people don't understand. They try to joke with these streamers, and it's due to like the parasocial relationship, right? You're watching somebody for hours on end every single day. You feel like you know them, but they don't know you. This is why I don't like up and coming streamers, because a lot of them will do anything to get on. And he's laughing like it's a joke. Like, he don't even understand it. He just straight violated him. And then what would make you think to go and hug it out? Like, he's trying to damage control the situation. He's not looking at you. He's not trying to give you any attention. He's looking down at the chat. You humiliated not only yourself, but him. Clip farming ruined live streaming because people do anything for a viral moment, and that viral moment nowadays doesn't mean anything because everybody's fighting to get it. Everybody's fighting to get their own viral moment. So you're just gonna get forgotten.
That's the bigger issue about
That is a very powerful point. Where clip farming initially, I would say, was beneficial for streaming because it allows more engagement. It spreads the streamer out, pause, and it essentially gives, especially smaller streamers, the ability to get discovered. But just like anything else, it gets saturated. When too many clips come out and too many people become clippers and everything becomes about clips, people don't even watch. I never watched live streams, but if I had to get information from something or if I wanted to hear a certain point, you'd click and tune in on the live stream. You click their YouTube reposts, even if you don't watch the live streams live. But now you could just go on X and I find all my information. I can get my entire video made off of X. It's very rare I need to go on YouTube because the bread and butter parts that we need are on X. To be honest with you, you guys wouldn't want me to post, what, a 30-minute video and then break it down? You want the clips. So I just find the clips and I get to react to the clips. Even the format of making videos for YouTubers, it's easier because of clip farming. It became too accessible, too beneficial, and too good for its own good, and now it backfires because it transitioned to a new thing, right? To the point where it may kill streaming, the literal thing that it was made to kind of help out, right? Which is weird. Is that a paradox? I don't know.
this situation is that a lot of these streamers are pushing clip farming. A lot of these streamers are pushing connecting and having fun with their friends by getting some of the craziest reactions in the world. And a lot of their fans feel like they can replicate that same thing. If you think I'm tripping, look no further than the Lacey Sammy situation. For anyone that doesn't know, Lacey decided to bring a prisoner on for a subathon that was going to be his knife shape. He was going to provide entertainment and have good moments while he was sleeping. And this was a person that was randomly picked. Somebody didn't know, and that won by chance. After he went and said a horrible joke to Senna, he went out there and tried to claim that he was clip farming the entire time and that everybody else was doing it, so why is it an issue when he does it?
He loves
Hi.
What things? You guys wanna sleep with me?
What? Do I want to sleep with you?
What is really?
Yeah,
Sammy, show some respect, Sammy.
I can't
alright?
sleep with you. That's a crazy thing to wake up and say.
What about Agent?
Yep. Yeah, you might be.
How is it that crazy? You walked into a random room for stream purposes with a guy sleeping in a bed in a jail cell in an orange outfit. But that's wild to say. It was nothing before was wild. That's when it got wild. Can we also not add the fact that in context we understand sleep, although it has a negative connotation to it or deeper meaning, it also could just literally mean sleep. Fuck, there's a bed right there. He literally opened it up with the space for you to sit down. Now, maybe would that lead into something? Sure, but in the moment, for what he said, at face value, in context, I don't think it's as bad. Because it could have very well been he was just meant sleep with them, but he was clip farming. You get what I mean? And this part too, unwarranted, unnecessary. I think the reaction was also very extra from Senna.
Schizo, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay.
At least I get to see the arch in person. I didn't mean to say anything. I just thought it was a joke that the guys made that I thought I could make. Yeah, I thought it was a comment that I made. I thought I was clip farming, but clearly people didn't see it as me clip farming.
He knew he up, bro. If Senna didn't like that Max said that, and she genuinely is friends with Max and she knows Max and has communication with Max, what would make you think to crack that joke, bro? And I've been seeing a bunch of clips after the fact he got booted. He's trying to defend himself. Bro, just take accountability. I made a video and
Who's Max? I'm not trying to super cape for this guy, but I could only go from my own perspective. I wouldn't know fuck all about anything else that the person dealt with other than the moment that I'm in. So assuming he doesn't know Max, maybe he does. This guy seems like he watched everything. But if he didn't know Max, he seems like he was just spitballing. He was just spitballing. The guy said something stupid. I'm not saying it was right. He should take accountability. I just feel like nowadays the reactions that people get for certain things are just unwarranted. It's too much. There's a limit to how much reaction, because when you grant too much of a reaction to something, then when the next serious thing happens, you're gonna have to over amplify, and you're gonna have to be really extra reactive for that. And we're kind of almost over equating for each situation, bro. I'm not justifying. You should never say that. Even if she was wearing everything in the world to insinuate it, hold some discernment, control your lust, and shut the fuck up. But with that being said, it's like, you're a streamer, bro. It's like you go through so much. It's just, I would have just been like, bro, shut up. Don't say that. It's unnecessary. Move on. Kicking him off the show for that, I think is a little too much. Kicking him off the show for that, that's crazy. So that means, by that logic, Cinna, I never want to see you ever degrade a man. You're going to do it to your age at some point, or friends or whatever. It's clip farming. You never get to do it. You never get to do it under any circumstance, or you're a hypocrite. That's the avenue you open up. I'm not saying you accept what was done, but what you wanted to be done to him, so you felt justified kicking the guy off the show for the joke. At any time, the smallest joke you made objectifying men, when you do it in the future, kick yourself off the stream. Kick yourself off the stream. Right? Because that would be the 1-for-1 equal thing to do, but that's not going to be done. People are going to cape. I bet this nigga, I don't have nothing against him, but I would be hard stopped based on to see he would say something like, oh, no X, Y, and Z, when what I just said is a 1-for-1 unequivocal truth. I hope I'm saying that right. It's truth, right? Just like I don't know, grant the right reaction for the right situation, man. That's the only thing that bugged me. You're gonna kick the nigga off because he didn't even say something like, yo, let me hit that pussy or something like that. Kick the nigga off, bro. That's wild. That, as I said, it sounds wild. He used other terms to even get to the point he was at, if that makes any sense. It was like a light insinuation, right? And then it's like, why kick the nigga off? I think that's too far. Lacey kicked him off, and he felt bad too, because he knew he was just bitch caping for a chick, bro. Just because he did something wrong or whatever, you put him in a punishment. You talk to the man. You don't kick him off, in my opinion. That is taking it too far. That was caping for a chick just to seem like you're a cool, a feminist or something like that. That's some bitch made shit, bro. The two things can be right at the same time.
I was like, bro, a lot of people thought that this opportunity would from a can of boundaries.
So he's an extension of me. I brought him here. My community already gets dragged through the mud for absolutely no reason other than if that happened a year ago when it was really bad, even though it's gotten way better.
That's why I fucking hate Twitch, bro. I'm telling you, I can't stand these people. Like, not them, like these streamers. Sometimes I watch them and shit, but just the overbearing, like, bitch assness that Twitch represents, it just drives me nuts, because none of these liars are like this. All these liars do debaucherous shit, bro. They talk about raunchy stuff, they make raunchy jokes, even Cinna and shit, but then when they're on stream, they put this whole PC bullshit up to, I don't know, appease audience, not get banned. The Twitch audience is a bunch of bitch asses, and is that offensive? Yes. Is it all of you? No. But the overall consensus of it is like progressiveness. It's the progressive live streaming app. It's the leftist progressive live streaming app. The WL side was like this awakening that kind of pushed that shitty leftist narrative a little bit, right? But even they now fell short to having to kind of conform, if that makes any sense, to Twitch's rules. Because I don't know if I showed you guys, I pulled up ChatGPT. Let's take a look here one more time. Culture intolerance, kick, very loose, closer to old Twitch 2016 vibe, edgy humor allowed as long as targeted hate, as is not targeted hate. Twitch, highly moderated, strict TOS on hateful and derogatory speech, selective enforcement. That's the key too. Hassan can say all these things, nothing happens to him. Bigger streamers can say these things, nothing can happen to them. Smaller streamer says same thing, 30-day ban. That's Twitch. Twitch sucks. Like in all my years trying to stream, it just always irked me going on that website. I have a Twitch. I don't Twitch. I don't want to multi-stream on there. I don't want to freaking end up saying gay or fat or you're fat and you ban me for 30 days. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. That's some gay shit. There, I said it, bro. It's some gay shit. You can say that on Kick. because I don't mean anything negative towards gay people. That's what I'm talking about. You should have the freedoms to say that, especially when you're not being malicious towards a group of people. YouTube is moderate in the middle. I still would say it's somewhere like Twitch because they follow a certain guidelines for ads, and whenever ads are involved, it's bitch made, right? More so than anything. Kick is free because they make money off of gambling. Not saying that's right, but that's more than enough money to not really care about the ad part. So it allows streamers to have more freedom. It allows a website to be a little more loosey-goosey and free. And I don't mean saying what you want. I mean lack there of ads and restrictions of TOS due to ads. That's the biggest thing. Will they eventually become closer to YouTube? Probably. Once they get big enough, they're going to kowtow. Not as much because it's gambling focused, right? So it's like, how holier than thou are you going to act? You literally make the majority of your money gambling and promoting gambling and having your biggest streamers gamble. So I don't like that part, but unfortunately it is that part that makes everything else possible. So can't complain. Monetization cut even too, bro. You can't say shit. You have a strict TOS and they taking half your money from you. Huge, saturated, difficult to find a niche. That's because even within certain niches, people clan up in those spaces. So if you end up saying something, like if I end up roasting, what's the group, the Poggers group enough, and then I became a streamer, they're gonna find this, watch my clip and be like, fuck this guy kind of thing, right? And then they shun me and then I wouldn't get to talk to them or get benefits or go to streamer awards kind of thing. That's usually how it works. So that's why you want to grow organically with your own audience, irregardless to anybody else. I would focus on not doing features because I don't want to mesh with other people's audience and have them come to my audience and then impede on how I portray myself for the audience that I build, right? So it's always good to probably stick with yourself, grow a strong audience that supports you, and then worry about featuring. What do I know though? Random no viewer streamer, right? But that sounds sound-minded. But yeah, man, that's it right there. If this is a testament to why Twitch sucks, I want to kind of get into it because it's overbearing consensus of this this situation here. Not justifying these weirdos either.
Weighs more than her. Alright, bro. Okay, why y'all feel that comfortable commenting on her weight all the time? Nigga, what the fuck this gotta do with
For some reason,
Cinna? Let me see.
when he's watching a video so unrelated to her.
Cinna weighs more than her. Alright, bro. Okay, why y'all feel that comfortable commenting on her weight all the time? Nigga, what the fuck this gotta do with Cinna, bro? You are not your age, nigga. You don't know her like that. Stop. Why nigga just randomly bring her up? Bro, you don't know her. That's like if your bro called you a dumbass. Oh, that's my bro. But if a random nigga in a chat room call you a dumbass, it might be up. Like, bro, stop.
It's streaming, bro. He's wise enough to understand that when you're streaming, you have 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people. You're probably only reading no more than 50 comments at a time. 50 out of 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 people, right? And then 20 of them are going to say something debaucherous. That's a very finite amount of people. It's an abysmal amount of people. It just seems like it's on the forefront, and people usually attach to negativity more. So he read that message out over anything else. Distasteful, pointless. Why even bring her up? I agree, but it's reality, bro. She puts herself out there. I don't think she plays too much on this attractive raw girl. That's what I kind of like. She does do this cutesy little flipping thing, but since you know your audience is full of degenerates, she's going to be sexualized. All these women in some form are sexualizing themselves, even if they're not directly doing it. They're selling the cuteness or whatever, and then they get this crazy audience. Hence why you see the Amaru situation. Was that situation good? No. Should it have happened? No. Would you have expected something like that to happen at a place like that? Yeah, absolutely. That's why Asmongold told no one to go. He literally warned everyone not to go because of this, and then it happened because he knows tier 3 subs are fucking weirdos. They're basement dwelling weirdos. They're the dudes that is beyond not getting pussy. It's like they've lived so much in their depravity and the shit that they do. It's like the furry. Oh, why y'all making fun of us furries, bro? I'm sorry, man. If you, as simple as it is, maybe on the odd time on Halloween want to dress up as a fox, sure. But if you make it your persona, as you guys say, your fursona, it's a little wild. I want to judge, but it is crazy. And then y'all don't police. It's such a side tangent, but like y'all gotta police your crazies. That's why people think you're crazy. The one-offs, when you see the crazy ones and shit, that's all they need, because the subject matter is already so on the line of not fucking with it. Everything has to be perfect for people to think it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 of y'all start talking to kids type of stuff, done, baked. All of you are weird. All of you are weird. Never to unbe done. That's the reality of it.
Don't get that comfortable, gang. Don't get that comfortable around here, my boy. It's unnecessary, man.
Way too deranged, because she probably doesn't even know who that person is or what they look like. But since they're sitting there and they watch all these streams, they feel like they know her. You know what I mean? And that just comes down to that.
Knowing her or not knowing her has no bearing on commenting on her weight, right? Knowing her or not knowing her doesn't matter. Realistically, you shouldn't say things about people you don't know. But to sit here and say people can't or should not do that is not up to you. People will say whatever the fuck they want to you whenever they want. If you are on stream, you're streaming, everything else they say that's polite, giving you money, giving you this engagement, you have no problem with it. But the moment someone says some shit like that, of course you're gonna have a problem. And my issue is acting like it's not something that is to happen. I would brush that off. I wouldn't pay attention to it. It's just like so obviously supposed to happen, right? That I just why even feed into it?
Her actions.
Fuck the woman!
What? No, wait. We love women.
But not like transgender.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
Okay. Yeah, preach.
This was the best. This when Sneako realized his words have meanings. This was so beautiful, because you see the growth of Sneako. He's always growing. You see him grow more now. He really had to take it in. This is when he was spewing the thing. This was before the ban, right? This was Sneako times. And just towards the tail end, he got to see that what you say with your little kid audience, they're going to listen, internalize it, and then spit it back out to be cool. It may cost them in many different instances. So you always gotta watch what you say, man. If you say it and you mean it, kind of thing. But this was the time when Sneako was saying shit. Maybe he meant it, but it just maybe didn't actually portray what he truly is as an individual. He's an artistic individual. That his old Sneako, right, was more so where I believe Sneako is. He was trying to push a narrative, push the algorithm, and he did. He became very successful. And then he, as you want to say, grifted back to being normal. Can't knock him for that, man. Can't knock him. When people call him out for the shit that he has done, sure, and I can't stop them for that either. But people grow and change. And so as long as they truly do that, right, and they stay consistent on it, then yeah, we'll cheer it on.
You got like a big influence, right? And I work at a middle school. You know how you be saying
Nigga look like Childish Gambino.
Tortas or sit as a torta, right?
I don't say that no more.
Oh, I know you don't say it now, but like
No.
I had to write up kids because they've been calling the bigger kids tortas, bro.
Yo,
I be dealing with it, bro.
You don't think about how it affects.
I gotta deal with it.
Because
I gotta get out the writers because of you. I gotta call the parents because of you.
I already know after hearing that, some people are instantly going to say, hey, personal responsibility is definitely going to become a factor at some point. You can't consistently blame people who are watching these streamers and just replicating what they do. But that's the reason they're called influencers. Like, at the end of the day, they influence these kids in a way. Like, one of the biggest current influencers in the world, guys, now, if you told people not to shower, obviously a bunch of people are going to sit there and be like, obviously I'm still going to shower, it doesn't matter. But there's going to be that 1% or even 0.00001% that will actually listen and be like, yeah, showering isn't good because of something he said. There is a big impact that these people have. Not to the point.
No, I believe they just didn't want to take a shower and they just needed a big enough voice to tell them not to feel justified in their dirty actions. But hey,
Point of, I feel like, essay or any type of harassment, I just feel like that's in the pursuit to be just like these people. That's how deranged and obsessed some of these fans can get. You can see it at its worst again at TwitchCon, because obviously that's where they're going to be able to get it off the most, as there's no real security at that place.
We'll see ya. Okay. Oh. All right, let's not do any more of that. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, big brother. I think. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
he let him kiss that nipple at least 2-3 times before he pulled him off. Let's go check that out here. It's almost as if he kind of liked it.
Okay. Oh. All right, let's not do any more of that. Thank you.
just something in me is just saying he kind of liked it. He just kind of liked it. You saw how fast your rage pulled off of that dude. Damn near this I don't know, is that a girl or a guy? Could have licked the nipple until it started getting wet, and he probably would have allowed that, then pushed him off.
Nice to meet you, Big Brother. I think. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
But you guys are incredible. You guys are the best friends.
Yep. Thank you.
OTK on top.
Bye.
OTK on top.
He was running up on a bunch of streamers. He ran up on XQC, bro, pulled up on NMP LOL, started pretending to lick his nipple. This is a straight violation, bro.
Thank you.
And here's the thing. With this entire situation, Twitch never put out a statement. They never said anything, bro. And this is why a bunch of creators don't go to this event. Because you never know who you're going to run into, bro. If you run into one of these IRL streamers, these guys will do anything for the clip. They have no dignity and no shame. Clip farming, especially in 2025, bro, either you humiliate somebody or you humiliate yourself or both. And as you can see, he did both. Look at the way he's looking at him. I would have stung his ass, bro.
As more and more of these...
That's my thing too, man. What scares me about TwitchCon is that was assault. That you could have very easily been able to use certain levels of self-defense to protect yourself, right? But at TwitchCon, since it's a private place, I think it'll work a little different. Hence why Amaru's security guard got fired or had to be banned from Twitch forever because he did his job and didn't even push or punch, held the guy until police came, rightfully so she didn't attack Amaru. And that was enough. Just putting his hands on him. Like, how else are you supposed to stop an assailant if you can't put your hands on them? It's just like, the more you try to fathom something so idiotic, the more you just kind of get a little pissed off. It's only in the sense where it's like, bro, why are you making me think so deep on something so astronomically stupid, frying my brain cells, Twitch? Holy smokes. It's like, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have engaged, but what's wrong with you guys? Well, like, Asmongold spoke up, but a lot more people should speak up. This Emeru situation shouldn't just die out with Emeru. It should be a constant attack on Twitch. This should have been the moment that turned Twitch on its head. There's been too many instances, too many times where they've been kind of called out for some weird stuff, whether it's rules for ye and not for these situations with Hassan Piker, or just anything else under the sun, right? There's just so much baggage. The Dan Clancy being a creep, Dan Clancy being caught freaking speaking with or following a whole bunch of OnlyFans models. Yo, bro, do you know recently there was a clip of Ed Matthews, the British dude? His girl was chilling with Dan Clancy, bro. Just on, and his boys called. They're on stream together. They're sitting down on this couch, kind of distance from each other. Why the fuck are you chilling with Dan Clancy? That couldn't have been some sort of office-related meeting or something like that, because you don't need to be speaking with the CEO for something like that as a streamer. There's so many levels of individuals that you would talk to get whatever it is that you need done. When you're reaching with the CEO, that's usually some form of handshake, kind of friend, whatever you want to call it, situation. For females, only because it's Dan Clancy, it leads me to believe that it is something sexual. I've seen too many instances of this guy showing that he is a horn dog, debaucherous individual, to the point where I believe that he's the one who turned Twitch into a titty streamer app. Remember, you guys don't remember that conversion. I've been on the internet a long time. I watched that conversion from video games to titty streamers, and people were bitching. Videos were coming out. It was like 2016-ish? Videos were coming out. This when Amaranth was kind of coming in there and stuff, and people were just getting mad because it was like they were watching an app that was just based off of video games, engagement, so much positivity, and being yourself, especially when it was Justin TV, to literally a titty streaming app. And it ironically happened around the time this guy became CEO. And then you go watch his algorithm on his phone. I have a video. It's on my channel. Go check it out.
Explore clips.
That's very nice.
And now you have a clips feed. Okay? Mm-hmm. Suppose you want to check out the stories.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
This guy has the most debaucherous algorithm for Twitch. There's probably not one Twitch new titty streamer that he does not have followed. He probably has it coded in his system to automatically follow them upon them creating the account. I don't know. I just made that up, but I wouldn't put it behind him. It's really grossed out dude, bro. When you think of old creepy old guy, that's him. And what's scary is he just, when he speaks, you don't sense it from him, if that makes any sense. At least I don't. Like, he just doesn't give the full-on creep demeanor, but his actions are ever so the case, man. So I don't know. Hope Emery's okay, bro. That don't nobody go to TwitchCon. Gonna be ending this shit. Maybe there's one more. Is there one more clip? We'll just watch one more. No. She hired more security. I remember in that clip just talking about the more security after the Emery situation. So we could just pretty much end it here. There's not really much more to go off of.
Ready? Sierra, where's Sierra? I'm ready. Sierra, can you come here?
I actually have 2 security.
So that's going above and beyond, but hey, at this point in time, it seems like that's what you got to do in these places. So isn't it crazy? He was making a joke, but that damn near wasn't a joke. He actually feels comfortable being around a litany of security guards because you don't know what's going to happen here. They're allowing people to molest, to SA people here, right? Clearly. So, yeah. We'll end it off there, guys. If you are a viewer of streams, like you actually view the streams and you consider yourself a follower of these guys, just be normal. They're not your friends. They're not gonna date you. They're not gonna find you. They're not gonna respond to your shit like, hey, bro, it's good. You can send some loving messages. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes they be going through some shit and your positive message gets them through the day. Right? That's your blessing to a streamer or a YouTuber content creator. Whenever I get a comment like that, it literally, one could just make not make my day in the sense my day was shit. It just adds so much positivity because you went out of your way for no reason to mention that and you didn't have to do it. That means a lot. And streamers, YouTubers, we provide you guys content to get to whatever it is you're going through, and you can watch it at any pace you want or not watch it. Right? That is an admirable thing. But when you start blurring the lines and start feeling like you can tell these people things or just, make requests or whatever it is where you feel like you're a little too close, bro, there's some of their friends that don't even get to do that. Where do you get the unmitigated gall? From psychoticness or psychosis, obviously, it has something to do with some mental thing going on there. But fix up. That's my word of the day always. Fix up, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, guys. I am gonna get some sleep. It is too fucking late.